Good day, everyone. My name is David Capel. I am the author of Nuggets of Truth, Liberation, and Explanations that has been delayed in their release due to civil rights violations by the United States government and authorized by President Barack Obama. I have been in public prison for over 1 year for writing 3 books of a divine nature. I have been unable to carry on with my personal life, my business life, and my family life due to public in prison due to the authorization of President Barack Obama, due to my writing 3 books that will free people of color from bondage. Again, I say, my name is David Capel. I have broken no laws. I have simply written 3 books, get this right, only 3 books of a divine nature: Nuggets of Truth, Liberation, and Explanations. It is the truth in my books that will free people of color from the lies and deception of Caucasian persuasion that has enslaved people of color for 400 years. Caucasian persuasion are aliens from Jupiter. They invaded Earth 400 years ago and landed in Colorado with 9,000 people. They fled Jupiter because of an environmental catastrophe. This catastrophe was created by a lack of color in their leadership, as well as the killing of wild animals, the overkilling of wild animals on the planet Jupiter, therefore changing their chemical makeup in their environment and causing an environmental catastrophe on that planet, and only the elite escaping while leaving the majority of the citizens to perish on Jupiter. And it is the same thing that is happening here on Earth by the same race, Caucasian persuasion. They are destroying our environment by the overkilling of our animals and the lack of color in our governmental leadership. It is President Barack Obama who is protecting the lies of Caucasian persuasion to keep people of color enslaved. President Barack Obama authorized my assassination in order to keep the truth private and unaware of by the public. Barack Obama received a pledge of $100 million from Queen Elizabeth II for my assassination in order to prevent the truth from coming forth in my books that will free people of color from bondage. Barack Obama is a liar, a thief, and a murderer. Mixed race favors Caucasian persuasion. Mixed race favors Caucasian persuasion. People of color should not mix race with Caucasian persuasion to conceive babies. This is not according to God's design. We should not mix race, because when it is mixed with Caucasian persuasion, people of color lose power. People of color lose power when mixing babies with Caucasian persuasion. People of color lose power when mixing babies with Caucasian persuasion. The words I speak to you are the words of God. So, we should not mix babies with Caucasian persuasion if we are people of color, because we lose our power. You see, the words I speak to you are the words of God. God works through me. I am the firstborn. I am the Messiah. I am the Son of God. Therefore, God works through me and me alone. He works through me and me alone. I am the Messiah. So, let us be mindful to think and view things in a different light. We must come to believe in something greater and something better than what we have right now. And it is the population numbers that has kept people of color enslaved. The world population is 7 billion. 75% is people of color, and 25% is Caucasian persuasion. Of that 7 billion, 5,250,000,000 are people of color. 1,750,000,000 are Caucasian persuasion. So, it is the population numbers that President Barack Obama has misled people of color on, as well as the prison population. Barack Obama said there's only 2.2 million prisoners. That is a lie. There are 100 million black males locked up and hidden away in prison, compared to only 470,000 Caucasian persuasion. So, it is these numbers, along with many schemes and plots to keep people of color oppressed, that Barack Obama is aware of and continues to keep people of color enslaved. Barack Obama gave money to federal judge Richard Story to pervert justice in my case. He failed to respond to my court filing in the allotted time, therefore admitting guilt. Since that time, he gave money to the federal judge Richard Story to pervert justice in my case. He has hacked my email, website, Facebook page, YouTube page, Amazon page. They have even intercepted my postal mail, as well as my Amazon mail, as well as rehacking my Amazon website and deleting the package that they had sent to me. However, I had proof prior to letting them know I had this information. So I have evidence of them hacking, intercepting my Amazon mail. I have full evidence of the U.S. government intercepting my U.S. mail, as well as postal mail from Associated Credit Union. They listen in on my personal telephone calls at my home. They hacked my cell phone, email, text messages. They've had 5 government spies pull out a gun on me to threaten my life. I have had 3 government spies who personally confessed to me that there was a plot to have me killed. All of these things are authorized by President Barack Obama to prevent the truth from coming out in my books about the real population numbers and more. About the fact that the monarch of Great Britain is responsible for the 9/11 attacks on the U.S. So, as you can see, that was confirmation from God that what I just said was correct. You see, these things and more I share in my books. Barack Obama has had me in public prison for over 1 year with an assassination plot on my life, in which he has a $100 million pledge from Queen Elizabeth II for my assassination. They've had government spies send me messages to my website, over 500, and I have evidence of every one of them. And even still, they then hacked my website to delete those messages. However, I saved the copies of their threats on another hard drive. I have 100% proof of everything they have done to me, including Barack Obama giving money to a federal judge by the name of Richard Story. Barack Obama is responsible for the murder of Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina Brown. Again, let me say, Barack Obama is responsible for the murder of Whitney Houston and Christina Brown. That was confirmation from the Lord Almighty God. So, you can see the words I speak are the words of God. Barack Obama and Joe Biden will resign. And I, David Capel, will be appointed king and high priest. These are the words of the Lord Almighty God. My name is David Capel.